up, Nashville? 3HL is on the air. 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty and Ron Slay in Franklin.
I'm in the building. I'm in the building.
Look at that.
I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm in the building. Hey, I'm in the building.
Hey.
Yeah, you said one word.
Go. Sometimes you don't need to say a word. Sometimes you can just feel the energy jumping through the microphone. And you know you're in the building.
Speaking of energy, did you know that, well, before I get to that, we were in Franklin. Technically,
Yes.
we're in Cool Springs.
Yes.
And we would love to see you. We'll be here from 3 until 6 o'clock. Coming up today at 4:45, we'll have the Ron Slay Miller Lite Wash Away Toast.
Woo!
We got to get into the playoffs, man. This is playoff week.
Get in. Who out?
Well, I'm just saying, you need to wash away the regular season.
It's true.
Am I thinking like you're thinking?
You are thinking like I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's going down at 4:45. If you're here, you'll get a Miller Lite. And then you'll raise it up in the air.
Yes.
You'll wave it like you just – no, you won't wave it because then you'll drop beer.
You can wave it at the end.
Yeah, after you guzzle that beer.
Yeah. And that's what we do. We guzzle.
Kids, don't try that at home.
No, only try it with water.
And then Slay will do the toast, and then you can wave it like you just don't.
That's right. Yeah. Then you wave it all around.
And
Matter
then
of fact, you flip it on top.
And then Rodger Saffold will be here from 5 until 6 o'clock.
The big OG.
Yep. Don Davenport has the day off today.
Yes.
But when you come by, you walk straight in the door. You keep walking toward the bar. And on the left, next to some, like, light bright thing, I don't know what that thing is, there's a zone table.
And who will be right there?
Those are golf balls, Kirby? Okay.
Golf balls.
See the black and white light bright thing over there?
Pretty cool.
I don't know what that is. Is it an alien?
That's a bull. I mean,
it's a buffalo.
A buffalo. I said a bull. Yeah, you both wrong.
Is it Mufasa?
An alien and a buffalo. No, it's not Mufasa. And listen.
It is a buffalo, yes.
Hey, man, shout out to everybody that scolded Brent on Twitter about not watching The Lion King.
You're going to get into that right now?
Yeah, I'm getting it every single time, dude.
Well, I want to tell people what they can win today because it's pretty significant.
You can win a Lion King DVD.
Me?
Yeah, that's what you can win.
DVDs still exist?
That's how the movie is.
I got the DVD still. Like you
Who has a
get
DVD player?
That's not important. We'll get you one. Important thing is you watching Lion King.
All right.
It doesn't matter that it's on Disney Plus. It does
Simba,
not matter.
Mufasa,
Yes.
Scar, everyone.
This came down yesterday. There are certain things that I do not like or have not done or have not seen. And The Lion King is on that list. I've not seen The Lion King, which literally led Slay to be speechless. It's the first time I've ever seen him in his life where he's speechless.
Listen, nobody in my family gets speechless. Listen, we got some guests in the house. You can ask Miss Mogan. Does anybody last name Slay get speechless? You never find it. You'll never find it.
Did you ever get in trouble back in school for talking too much?
I would like to plead the fifth. Fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, when you walk in, you walk into Buffalo Wild Wings, walk toward the bar. We'll be on the right. On the left, before you get into the bar area, there is a zone table. There are T-shirts there while they last. Mm-hmm. I think they're Miller Lite Titans T-shirts or something.
I need one of them.
They're really cool. They're navy blue. Which, by the way, the Titans uniform check, wearing all navy blue this weekend.
Got to wear blue because it's true.
There's also a box on the table. You will want to get your name in the box because we are giving away Titans Bengals tickets today.
Is that right?
Today.
Put your name in the box. Somebody going to put their name in the box right now.
I mean, that's pretty significant. You could, it's hard to get those tickets, man.
Most definitely is.
We're giving away a pair of Titans Bengals tickets today at the end of the show. So get your name in the box. Come by Buffalo Wild Wings in Cool Springs. Have a beer. Traditional wings are 2 for $1. Go ahead and get those. Get some tater tots, too.
Yeah. Got to get them tots.
You got me on the tots.
Asian zing and lemon pepper, too. I let them.
Or Chipotle barbecue.
Yeah.
But definitely get your name in the box because you can win tickets. We're going to draw a name in the last segment. Yes. So you've got time to get it done.
It's gonna be
fun. Right. Yesterday, there is a clip on Twitter at 3HL1045 where we're doing the show. Slay's going all in on Vanderbilt. And at some point, you made a reference to the Lion King. And I said, hey, Slay, I got to admit something to you. I've never seen The Lion King.
Yeah.
I mean, you went from full throttle to completely stopped and just staring at me like I had 3 heads on my shoulder.
Dude, I couldn't believe that. Like, that baffled me.
So people all over Twitter have been giving me crap all day because of you.
As they should. No, that's not because of me, because of you. You the one that never watch it. This ain't my fault. You were deprived as a child. You got to watch things,
When
man.
did that movie come out?
That's a good question.
Was I a kid when that came
Yeah,
out?
you was a kid. Because I was a
Like
kid.
1994.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah,
I was 19 years old.
But guess what, though, man?
I was in the prime of not seeing Disney movies at that point.
No, because guess what?
I was at the last lap.
Nah, I'm 40. I'm a man, and I'm 40. And listen, when the new Lion King came out, I watched that.
It's legit.
It is. You're exactly right.
All right, as you might have heard from Joe Hunk during his update, Derrick Henry at practice today.
What?
The videos look good.
I ain't even seen them.
How much should we draw into the videos? Like, how excited should we get based on videos?
Oh, I ain't even
From
seen
practice.
it. I got to go look at
Because
it.
we're talking about practice.
Yeah, but it's different right now.
Pads today, that helps. That's
Yeah.
from the head coach.
Okay.
He also said we'll have a week of work, see how he feels, and make a decision. Give me a break on that.
What?
There's literally zero chance the Titans play this game without Derrick Henry on the active roster.
Hey, man, you never know, man.
Come on, Slay.
If that man walk out there on that sideline and he got pads and a helmet on, I'm going to tell you this right now. And I'm just assuming. But I don't think Vrabel could keep him out of that game. I don't think there's no way. Not
Here's
if
the
he's
other
on the
thing.
sideline with a helmet and pads on. There's no way possible. Not playoffs. Not for a competitor.
Here's the other thing.
What?
Usually when the offense comes on the field, they go, and your quarterback, Ryan Tannehill. When the offense comes on the field, they need to switch it up.
Oh, they ain't got no choice.
And your running back,
Ooh.
number 22, Derrick Henry. I mean,
man.
that place will lose its mind.
It's going to explode. It's going to explode. I hope they have the meter. You know how they do in some places to get the Richter scale of the earthquakes and stuff like that. They need to have that because I guarantee it's going to hit. It's going to hit. It's going to be a small miniature earthquake. I'm telling you. I'm telling you what I know. Right there in
Should we be worried?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's that lake over in northwest Tennessee?
I don't know. I know the fault line is going to be moving. And the plate's gonna be shifting under Nissan Stadium. I know that. When the king run out, woo! You know how they say LSU, you can feel the ground shake.
You think the plates underneath us are gonna be rubbing?
Yeah, all the way out here to Franklin, all the way to Smyrna, all the way to Murfreesboro, all the way to Hendersonville. If you ain't careful, you'll feel it in Kentucky. That's how much he mean to the Tennessee Titans.
Well, now we got the symphony playing, so I feel like we need to be really dramatic about things.
Yeah, but okay, let me tell you this. One thing for sure, practice isn't practice this week either. It's different. Playoff practice and regular season practice, 2 totally different things. I can't wait till Saffold get in there and we can ask him about it. Is the energy different? I guarantee. The first day of practice, the last day of practice, and playoff practice, all different vibes. All different vibes.
Hit us on Twitter at @RHL1045. Blake says, send Brett to T-Pack. The Lion King is in Nashville right now. It's an amazing show.
It is. It is. The day I was going, it got canceled.
I don't want to see the live action stuff where they're holding up sticks with heads on them and stuff like that. I don't want to see that.
You need to see anything because you have been deprived.
He hate V on Twitter. How excited should we get off a video? Brent Doherty asked on 3HL on King Henry and pads today. Have you ever watched porn? I rest my case.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Young man.
It's in a box.
This is most definitely in the box.
It's 3:10 in the afternoon, and this is what we're working with?
All right.
This is playoff week, man.
Listen, anything goes. I'm trying to figure out if the game was on a Friday, would everybody cancel school?
Right.
Because that's what I would be petitioning
I
for
think
in
they should
school
cancel
right now.
school anyway.
That's what I'll be. That would be me.
MTSU moved their basketball game for this.
See what I'm saying? I would be out front of my school
See,
picketing.
my 11-year-old has 2 basketball games on Saturday. I'm like, do y'all know the Titans are in the playoffs?
Let me see what kind of dad you are. You going?
Well, Flight League at 10:30, so we can do that and then head to the stadium, and then we're missing the Grassland game, the open game at 2 o'clock.
Smart decision. Smart decision.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, smart decision.
615-737-1045. Kirby asks, he's gonna let his teammates down? Well, yeah, there's not even a decision.
And he's going to pick all the rest of his teammates up that's going to be in Nissan Stadium.
Number one, Kirby, you got to think about how much money was spent for these tickets.
That's the other thing.
Woo.
Leave that part out.
That is on me, but that means decision has been made.
An executive decision has been made.
So Derrick Henry, I mean, all week, Vrabel's going to downplay this thing, right? Because you want Cincinnati guessing.
Yeah. On camera.
But it's not like they're going to change their game plan or anything like that.
You got to be a coach. You got to, because you got to downplay it on camera. But I guarantee as soon as that camera cut off, woo, it's going to war, baby. It's time to get to it. Oh, yeah. Let me just say this, too. Vandy, y'all in trouble tonight. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm looking in the camera. Candy, y'all in trouble tonight. Y'all should have left me alone.
Man.
I done got the memo to my boys over there at the Vol Nation. Y'all are in trouble. You hear me?
See, you're so confident.
Yes.
I'm looking at it from a totally different perspective.
I only got one perspective.
I don't know what to expect from the Tennessee Volunteers.
Trouble. That's the perspective I got.
There might be trouble. Either way.
For
Either
them.
way.
Nope. For them. And everything was fine. We were going to give y'all an opportunity to win by we was going to only beat y'all by about 8. Nope. 14 or better now.
The line's 6.5. I don't even know what to do with it.
You know what this sound is?
Dropping your mic. Hey.
14 or better.
So Brett Batchelor works with us, right? Mm-hmm. In promotions. You like Brett Batchelor,
That's
right?
my guy, BB.
Okay.
That's my golf coach.
He just tweeted. Look, I was going to stay out of it, but I feel that at Brett Doherty needs some backup. I don't remember watching much of The Lion King. I'm pretty sure I watched it when I was young, but it was released before I was born. LOL. I know the base of the film, but I needed to back up Brent.
BB,
that's my boy, BB.
Yeah, BB, I wish you were a kid right now. I'll take all your allowance. You wouldn't get to buy no snacks at school. I'll be a bully at school, and I don't condone that at all. But, BB, you be on my list. I have a checklist, and you be the first one on it.
All right, coming up, Alan Bell from sportsline.com. We'll visit with Alan about...
BB, don't even talk to me no more. I don't even want to talk to him.
We'll visit with AB about this weekend's NFL playoff games. We'll also hit on Tennessee Vandy. It's a 6.5-point line. Jim Wyatt, TennesseeTitans.com at 3:45. The Ron Slate, Miller Lite Wash Away Toast at 4:45. Titans OG, Rodger Saffold from 5 until 6 o'clock. That's what's going on here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Franklin. Come by and see us. Get your name in the box. You'll have a chance to win Bengals Titans tickets today. That's coming up. Stay tuned. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
Hi, I'm Ryan Kelly with thehomeloanexpert.com. If you're like most folks, you've probably been spending a lot of time in your house over the last year or two, and maybe it's ready for some home improvement projects, like a new stainless steel kitchen or a new bathroom. Is that pink tile on the bathroom walls kind of giving you a headache? Let's make these dream projects a reality. Mortgage rates are in the 2s, home values are skyrocketing, and there's never been a better time for a cash-out refinance. Thehomeloanexpert.com.
1045 The Zone, broadcasting live in Franklin at Buffalo Wild Wings. It is our Tuesday Buffalo Wild Wings show. It is playoff week. You need to celebrate playoff week with us. Plus, when you come in here, get your name in the box. We're going to give away Titans Bengals tickets today. Get
your name in the box.
Last segment of the show, we'll give away. So you got plenty of time to get here.
Mm-hmm.
And get your name in the box, and you could win. Bengals injury report. Trey Hendrickson, that's the one we're watching.
That's the guy.
14 sacks on the season. Left the game against the Raiders with a concussion, was limited today with a concussion. Defensive tackle Josh Tupou with a knee, limited. Wide receiver Stanley Morgan. It's good to see him playing with, at his advanced age. Former Vol. No, that's not him.
Stanley Morgan.
Hamstring. Jalen Davis, cornerback, Mike Hilton, cornerback, defensive end Sam Hubbard, all practice today in full go. Again, the videos are out there of Derrick Henry with pads on for the first time in a long time.
Mm-hmm. Getting a little bit of that rust off.
Titans opened a 3-point favorite. Last time I looked, it was 3.5. You asked me if it was going to stay there.
Yep.
We can ask Alan Bell. Sportsline.com joins us now. AB, what's up? How are you, man?
Man, I'm fantastic. Y'all doing all right?
Do you love Titans by 3.5?
Well, I'll tell you what, that number is never an attractive one. You want to get 3 or even 2.5 would be much better. But, yes, I think the Titans handle their business this weekend. And I'm not just saying that because we're here in Nashville. I think the Titans are a much better team. I think the Titans have the better quarterback. I think the Titans have the better number 1 receiver. And if you throw Derrick Henry in there, good luck.
Kind of surprised me when you said the Titans have the better quarterback. Joe Burrow rolling.
I think so. Now, Joe Burrow's rolling, baby. Don't get me wrong. This is no hate against Joe Burrow at all. And look, anybody out there, if you're in the betting world, look at his last 4 games, son. He has been destroying numbers and covering spreads. But Ryan Tannehill just doesn't get the credit that he deserves. He is a much better overall quarterback. Joe Burrow just has a higher ceiling, if that makes sense.
They've been really good 20-20. Right? Like, they've been bogged down in the red zone a little bit. But, yeah, I mean, he's completing 75% of his passes in his last 6 games. 13 touchdowns, no interceptions, 183 pass attempts without a pick. But he's going to see a different deal with this Titans pass rush. And this is not the same Titans pass rush that went into Cincinnati last year, is it?
No, it's not. And, look, you're looking at 2 of the most sacked quarterbacks in the NFL. And the Titans' defensive line, that front is going to get after him because they know that the key to taking down the Bengals is getting after Joe Burrow. Don't give him time to sit back there. Don't give him anything. You take him down, put him down, keep him down. And if you do that, Sean, you're going to win that game.
I just got the Titans portion of the injury report. Check this out. I can't remember the last time there were this few names on the Titans injury report. You ready for this? Defensive lineman T.R. Tart with an ankle was limited. Defensive lineman Naquan Jones with a knee was a full participant. And cornerback Buster Screen with a hamstring was a full participant. That's it. That's the Titans injury report right there.
Sounds normal.
That is amazing. Hey, look, if you go back 6 weeks, just 6 weeks ago, you'd have gotten accelerated reader points for going through the entire injury report. Like, it's phenomenal that they've been healthy.
There was 1 week that there were 23 names on this thing. And,
23.
I was talking with our buddies, Joe Cowart and the guys down at 1010XL in Jacksonville today, and they were talking about the significance of getting that 1 seed, that first-round bye. And that's a real thing, man. I mean, that is a huge advantage.
Oh, huge. If you go back and look at the last 5, 6, 7 years in the Super Bowl, I think it's something like 9 out of 10 teams that played in the Super Bowl had a first-round bye. Like, I know that the playoff structure has changed, but it is massive to get a first-round bye. Massive.
And also, Alan Bell, don't you have to take into account that this is a young team coming into a Titans team that's sitting there simmering and waiting for this game, and it just presents a different task at hand, man, when you got to go win again and you've never been there. Like, they don't really know what to expect. They're playing with house money. They don't know what to expect walking into Nissan Stadium.
No doubt, no doubt. Look, Slay, you know it better than anybody, right? Like, just winning games. Like we talked about a first-round bye being so important because of the health, and but just winning games. Like you've got to stack wins on wins on wins. Like it's not easy to do that, man, and especially in the NFL. Like it is just hard to do it this time of year. So yeah, I'm with you. Like playoff experience is an absolute, thing. Look at this weekend, right? Look at the quarterbacks who made their first start in the playoffs and how they fared. Right? Derek Carr lost. Right? Mac Jones lost, right? Like, keep going. Kyler Murray lost. And not only did they lose, didn't look good at all either, right? So, yeah, man, like, I know that doesn't fit Burrow's case, but just having playoff experience, man, it matters for sure.
Well, and as the 1 seed, also you avoid Buffalo and Kansas City until the AFC Championship game. So I think that's big, too.
Yeah, yes, you do.
And we'll hit on that matchup in just a second, but Hunk has some information that he would like to put out there.
That is correct. Alan Bell is presented by Genesis Auto Brokers, because if you hate the hassle of traditional dealerships, you can start the easiest car buying experiences at GenesisAutoBrokers.com.
Thank you, Hunk. All right, Buffalo at Kansas City, the other AFC matchup. What do you think about this deal? Kansas City floating around from a 2.5 to maybe a 2-point favorite.
This was fascinating because take a look at what both of these teams just accomplished, okay? The Kansas City Chiefs had a game where I think they had a touchdown from every single positional group. You had a tight end throwing one, an offensive lineman catching one, right? Mahomes is throwing underhanded passes. And then you had a Buffalo Bills team who had a statistically offensive perfect game. No field goals, no punts, no kneel downs, nothing. Just straight touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. So all that said, those two going against each other, give me that under, because I think both defenses are going to be playing fantastic football, trying to limit the opportunities that the other offense has. And Kansas City has been notorious for going on long drives, keeping the ball away from other teams. So if you're looking at a total of 56, 57, yeah, give me the under. Also, Buffalo's going to win this game.
Oh, I like that. In Arrowhead, huh? That's real.
Yep.
I like that throwaway comment at the end. Also, Buffalo's going to win the game.
Yeah, that's how you hit them and walk away like that. I like that, AB. Listen, in that game, you a prop bet guy, AB?
Oh, love them.
Anything to look forward to in that game with Kelsey and Tyreek Hill doing what they're doing right now? First of all, I don't know how Kelsey just remains open so much. That's amazing to me. I don't know.
No, he does. He definitely does, man. Look, I'll tell you this. What you want to look for first, okay, with prop bets is, especially in the playoffs, you want to find a position that is consistent that's going to give you the most opportunities. That is the quarterback position. And if you look at both of these QBs, they are prone to throwing interceptions against good defenses. I wouldn't be surprised if both quarterbacks have one, and everyone's going to focus on offense, so you're going to get it at a really good price. They're going to put it at over half an interception, so essentially you just need to throw one. Right. I would put money on both of them, and at worst, you will split.
Wow, I love it. Now let's venture over to the NFC. Green Bay, they walking into it. The toe should be okay. What are we expecting out of A-Rod, man?
Yeah, so here's the problem, okay? So it's going to be cold, around 0 degrees at Lambeau, all right? And the 49ers, they're a physical team. They don't mind, running the football. They don't really put the ball up in the air deep, very often at all. That said, Green Bay, look at the numbers. Aaron Rodgers, I believe, is 0-3 in the playoffs against the 49ers. Kyle Shanahan has owned the Green Bay Packers. Just go down the last few years. Yeah. And the Packers don't play well coming out of byes either. So I like the 49ers to cover, but the Packers will win this game. I bet this game will be 3 points or less.
Interesting. The other NFC matchup, the Rams at Tampa Bay. Rams looked really good last night against Arizona.
Yes, they did. Look, let's just be honest. The only reason that we're looking at Tampa Bay is Tom Brady. Right. Like, I still don't trust that offense in full, but it is almost impossible to bet against Tom Brady, and especially at home. That said, I'm taking the Rams. I'm all over the Rams. I think they're an overall better team. And Cam Akers coming back at running back, man, I hope people were watching last night with Derrick Henry in your mind in return of how a running back can come back healthy. I think Cam Akers is ready to explode. I think that defense can handle Tampa's offense, and I think the Rams' offense is good enough to put up some points against that defense. So I'll take the Rams, especially if you're giving me +3.
I like that.
coming straight at it with picks all over the place.
Yeah.
All right, let's dive into some basketball. Alan Bell with us from sportsline.com at Alan Bell 247. Tennessee at Vanderbilt tonight. Slay is very confident in the Vols. I am less so with that 6.5-point line. What do you think?
Yeah, so, it's hard to have confidence in Tennessee basketball right now, what we've seen the last 3 games. And you're right, 6.5-point spread, a total of 134.5. Look, I think that Tennessee is going to come out loose tonight. Say, you know what? Let's just run and gun. Let's play a fun game. We've got to get this just funked out of our system, out of the locker room. And the best way to do that is put up points. So I like Tennessee to cover in this game. I also like the over 134.5 if you don't want to play with the spread there, because with Tennessee running and gunning, Vanderbilt probably get a few extra points than they normally would against a really good defensive team like this. Plus, we could see free throws, towards the end of the game. So I like Tennessee. I think they're going to put it on them tonight. But if you want to go with the over 134.5, I think that might be your absolute best play.
Hey, B, I think you got my phone tapped because you must have been in my betting app when I was making these bets already. I totally agree with you on this. And then you got to look at it, man. Tennessee was playing Ole Miss, who's actually a really good team. They just squander games at the end. Then LSU. Then Kentucky played, name a team in the country they wouldn't have beat like that.
Like we were watching that. Like it was a statistical historic moment because the team shot 450% from the field there. So I'm with you, Slade.
Yeah, I agree.
Are there any other games out there that we need to talk about, AB? Do you have a thought on the Preds tonight, even with backup goaltending?
Well, the Preds, man, are so difficult because you just don't know what you're going to get. They're so up and down that it's just difficult to get, kind of a betting feel on them. I'll tell you this. If you want a game that you want to bet on, it starts at about 30 minutes. Take Baylor -6 against West Virginia. They're going to put it on them today, and you're getting them at a nice price.
We might have messed around with that game a little bit. Starts at 4 o'clock. We'll have it on right here at Buffalo Wild Wings. All right, AB, so sportsline.com, for people that haven't visited, tell them what they're going to see.
Yeah, so what we do is we go through every single game, find your best bets. In that, we grade them, point you to the good bets, point you away from the bad ones. So you don't have to play every game, just play the right ones. And if anybody wants to try Sportsline, 30 days for free on me, use promo code EDGE, EDGE, and I'll get you all the way through the Super Bowl.
There he is, at Alan Bell 247. Thank you, AB. Appreciate you, man.
Hey, appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Thanks,
right.
AB.
There he is. Man, I just had a ridiculous stat pop up on my screen.
What's that?
He was talking about you really can't believe in Tampa Bay outside of Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a Tom Brady stat for you. Ready for this?
Shoot.
Tom Brady is older than every opposing NFC head coach still in the playoffs.
Older than each coach?
Older than each NFC coach still in the playoffs.
That's what's up, Brady. That's what's up. Just define odds, man. Define the odds. Nobody expected him to go this long.
Did you wake up one day and you're like, man, I'm too old for this?
No. I want to keep on going. Now, when I stopped, yes, I woke up and was like, man, I'm
like a
too
week
old.
later, you were like,
Yeah, like this. Hey, woo. How was I still going?
Is that like, as a former professional athlete, is that like one of the most difficult things? Like when you stop, you've got no motivation to like keep working out, things like that, because you've done it your whole life, right?
Yes, it's so easy to
is that
stop.
the hardest thing, is to like get back into the workout regimen?
Yep. The worst thing about working out is going. Once you get there, you cool. You automatically kick in with your instincts, but just getting there, man. Getting there. So you know what's funny? 2 years ago, same day, same date, Vanderbilt went 0 for 26, and their record was broken. 0 for 26 from three-pointer. Vandy, I like to say, thank you for letting us be a part of that history being broken. Thank you.
I was somewhere walking to dinner, like watching my phone as that thing was unfolding. Yeah. But I was like, we were following a playoff run. So where would I have been? Baltimore, maybe?
Probably.
This was 2 years ago, right? So it was either New England or Baltimore. Mm-hmm. And I was walking to meet like Mike Keith and those guys for a bite to eat.
Yeah.
And so then we're at the dinner table following this. We're literally the only people in the restaurant, maybe even in the entire city, following that game. But that is something.
Dude.
They've made one in every game since. Dude.
Since the three-point line came into existence, they had made a three-pointer every single game.
So to a former Vanderbilt player, they took that one hard, don't you think?
Yeah, they had to.
Yeah.
You had to be a part of that.
Because, we were talking to Drew Maddox one day, and he was on a Vanderbilt team that made one at Florida. And
just to keep that streak alive.
He made it, maybe, with like 3 minutes. Maybe it was less than 3 minutes left to extend the streak.
Mm-hmm. So, listen, man, we all work together at times, man. It's about unity. It's about being together. And, Vandy, we're there for you. When you go through streaks like that and it gets broken and we're part of the reason it breaks, we're there for you.
I had a buddy today. He's like, you coming to the game tonight to watch your team get beat by a crappy Vandy team? I was like, he's a Vandy fan.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know, man. I don't have a good feel. I know you got a good feel on this.
Oh, I got a great feel.
I don't have a good feel on it.
I'm doing party rentals, too.
Party rentals?
Yeah. If you're having a party and you want to rent an anchor, hit me up. I got one in my man cave that I took from Vanderbilt. I own the anchor.
Jim Wyatt, we'll talk about Tennessee Titans football practice that happened today. They were padded up today. The King was on the field in pads. That's a good thing. Jim Wyatt from TennesseeTitans.com. Next, we are at Buffalo Wild Wings in Cool Springs. Come by. We've got a registration box. Fill out the form. Put your name on it, your phone number on it. Get the name and phone number in the box. And we're giving away Bengals Titans tickets coming up later today. So make sure you get that done. 3HL 1045 The Zone. The Zone, Brent Doherty, Ron Slade, Don Davenport has the day off. Hope you're having a great Tuesday. It is playoff week in the city. We are broadcasting live in Franklin at Cool Springs, Buffalo Wild Wings. Traditional wings, 2 for $1.
Yep, every Tuesday.
You got 6 lemon pepper, 6 Asian zing.
Yep, extra
Tater
Asian
tots.
thing. Yep. Water in the Shirley Temple.
Did you get your Shirley Temple?
I did. I need a water now.
I do too. Can we order from here on the radio in our mics?
We probably can. Can we get a water? See what happens.
See what happens. I did see some UT fans roll into this
Ball
place.
Nation is in the building. Right. Right.
This guy went to Tennessee, but is as much a Vanderbilt guy as I've ever met in my life. Jim Wyatt joins us now, covering the Titans, TennesseeTitans.com. Jimmy, what's up? How are you?
I'm doing great. How you guys doing today?
I'm doing well. Slade's got a real big confidence thing with Tennessee regarding tonight's game. I don't have a feel for it one way or the other. Where are you on this deal?
I don't know. Vanderbilt's getting better. I mean, Tennessee should be probably better than they've been to this point. You know, I've watched them in some games this year, watched them against, Kentucky over the weekend, and was surprised at how bad they struggled. Vandy's been hit or miss. I mean, you had a great win at Arkansas and then come back here and lay an egg against South Carolina. They got pretty much blown out, by Kentucky too. Made the game look close at the end and then win a game against a bad Georgia team. So I think Vandy's getting better. The win over BYU was good. They, have played better of late, but just still not consistent like they need to be. And, I'm curious to see what Tennessee team shows up and whether or not this is who they are, what they've shown so far, whether or not they've got more of a ceiling. So, 2 middle-of-the-pack teams right now duking it out, and should be interesting over there tonight.
I know you had that streak with Tennessee Vanderbilt football games that came to an end this last season. Do you have a similar streak with Tennessee Vandy basketball games in Nashville?
No, it's tough for basketball, certainly with the football schedule too, and Senior Bowls and Pro Bowls and Super Bowl travel. I mean, that pretty much knocks me out a couple of weeks in January, and which would have made that streak tough to keep alive. So I try to get to as many as I can, and certainly try to get over there, and I'll be over there tonight. But nothing like the football streak.
Yeah. Jim, I love you to death, Jim. And I mean
Ron
that.
and I go way back.
Yeah, we go way back. But I don't.
When I met him up at Oak Hill Academy, walking to his dorm there one time. I was glad to see him.
Hey man, a lot of people
feel he's getting ready to lower the boom here on me.
I was just thinking though, Jim, when I was listening to you talk, man. Not many times do I get to hear, man, Tennessee and Vandy in the same sentence and being middle of the pack in basketball. So that's pretty good, man. You're all right fellow, Jim. I'm tell you that now. You're all right fellow. I'll tell you one thing that somebody's not middle of the pack. Derrick Henry. This man here, Jim. What you seeing out of that guy, man, right now?
He looked good. They had some contact work today. They probably need you out here, Ron, to get physical with him out here on the practice field. You got a little time between noon and 2 tomorrow. You can put you in pads and try to get him ready for Saturday. I mean, that's kind of the next step that they're in is to, is to try to get him. He's done trying to get his conditioning back. He's done some cutting. Trying to get his feel back of when to make the cuts and trying to read what the linemen are doing in front of him. And the kind of next step of the process is to get him used to contact because he hasn't, been involved in these practices or games since, October the 31st. So that's what happened today. And, I happen to be standing right behind him in some of these drills where he's, they had 2 defenders that were ready for him after he gets the ball, and one of the defenders knocked back and gave it like it was more than they expected, and that's a good sign. I mean,
yes.
And I think it's all part of the build-up process. I mean, I think he's obviously anxious and ready to play. His teammates are probably tired of answering questions about him and want to let his play kind of speak for him. So I think we're probably just a matter of days before that happens. I know Mike Vrabel has not committed to that happening yet. They're still going to have to activate him off the injured reserve, but I think barring a setback, I think you're going to see 22 out there, and I think he'll look good. I mean, he's not a guy that has to work off rust in the preseason. And so, yeah, the long stretch without playing, November, December, first part of January is obviously going to take him a little bit of time to get to where he's comfortable. But I think he can be effective. It's just a matter of how much they lean on him and what the game's like and how much they will need him.
Yeah, you put on Twitter a video of just what you described where he gets the football, turns, runs between two defenders. And my man Big Merch didn't look like he wanted any part of it. I mean, you wrote,
it was funny.
You wrote Derrick Henry isn't messing around out here Tuesday's Titans practice.
Yeah, and a lot of people, I noticed people because Merch is 91, but that's that was Tuzar's skipper in the 91 jersey, and because it was kind of funny his reaction to it. He got kind of knocked back, and Derrick Henry, he's not messing around. I mean, he's chomping at the bit to play. He's not out here chuckling and laughing his way through practice. I mean, he's serious and ready to do what he can to help this team win, and this is just kind of a part of it.
Well, and this team, Jim Wyatt with us, TennesseeTitans.com, this team will look a little bit different this weekend. I mean, Cincinnati's got to prepare for something that not a lot of people have seen. 120 snaps out of more than 1,300 offensive snaps this season with Julio Jones, A.J. Brown, Derrick Henry all on the field at the same time. That's a different deal.
Yeah, it is, and this is a healthy team too. I mean, it's crazy. Just put out the injury report a little while ago, and you guys remember it wasn't that long ago. I think it was for the Patriots game where there were 22 guys on their injury report, and now I'll look at this injury report. Every player was at practice today. Tier Tart was limited with an ankle, but Naquan Jones busted screen. A couple other guys that are on the injury report with knee and hamstring injuries, respectively. They're both full participants. So not only are they healthy on offense at the receiver position, at the running back position, but kind of across the board, they are a healthy and kind of refreshed football team, and that's going to serve them well. I mean, you hope that this is the start of a three games here in January or February. And I do think the Titans are as healthy as they've been since the beginning of the season to take that on.
It's going to be a live atmosphere at Nissan Stadium. It's hard to believe that the Titans have only hosted 6 playoff games. Well, it will be 6 come Saturday over their years of existence here in Nashville. I think that's surprising to a lot of people, but it makes for a very difficult ticket coming up this weekend. It's going to be loud in that joint.
It is, and and when Derrick Henry's announced, assuming that happens, I can only imagine what that's like. I think one of the loudest times I can ever remember that stadium is when Javon Curse came back off an injury, and it was extremely loud. But the pregame stuff's going to be fun. Jarrell Casey being the 12th Titan, just the build up for this game. I mean, this game's been sold out for a while before anybody knew who the opponent was going to be. So I'm expecting a lot of Titans fans in the house. I'm expecting them to be loud and ready. And if the Titans can take care of business, then it will be, we'll have an AFC Championship game here. But the key is you got to play well on Saturday. I mean, I think the Titans are ready for this. But you can't turn it over. I mean, and that's something that we've seen in some playoff games in the past when this team was the number 1 seed. It can't happen again. Those games against the Ravens when they were the number 1 seed have nothing to do with what's going to take place here on Saturday. Those are different players, different teams, different coach. But one thing is the same: is you can't turn it over. It can't make it easier on your opponent. You got to go out and play well, across the board, and that's what the Titans are going to try to do at Nissan.
Jimmy Wyatt joins us every Tuesday on 3HL at J Wyatt Sports. Slay might not know this about Jim. I know you guys go way back, but Jim is a huge Disney guy. Loves to go to Disney at any time. You may find him there. It doesn't matter when. Jim, do you think
I do love it. Yeah.
Yep. Do you think it's ridiculous that I have not seen The Lion King?
I do. Yeah,
Blasphemy. That's right.
Yeah. I think you need to see it.
Right.
As a Disney guy, it's funny if we got time for this story. I ran into a buddy of mine. I went to UT. I went to school with a buddy of mine, and I ran into him in a Super Bowl. Probably it was in Houston. I think it was the Patriots-Panthers Super Bowl, and we caught up. I hadn't seen him in probably 15 years, and he said, "Hey, I don't know if you know this. I'm working for Disney now. I'm here doing I want to go to Disney World, commercial that plays after every game." And I had no idea that's what he was doing. And he made a mistake of saying, "Hey, if you ever want to go to Disney, small kids, look me up." And I look him up every year, spring, summer. That's one of the reasons why I became such a Disney fan. He's not there anymore. I'm not going to tell his name because you have people looking for tickets, but he gave me a great hookup. and one of the best hookups of all time.
Man, I would have loved that. Yeah, just text me his name, Jim. I ain't gonna tell nobody.
Holler if you hear me. Jim, great visit, man. We look forward to the game coming up on Saturday, and we'll see you over there.
Okay, sounds good. You guys have a great.
And go Vols, Jim.
Yeah, I hear you, Ron. I will say when Vandy played the Vols and Ron Slay was playing for UT, I never cheered against Ron.
My man.
Even though he was a lightning rod for some Vandy fans because he had a lot of fun against them. But I never could cheer against Ron, I'll say that.
Oh, man.
Thank you, Jim. Good stuff, man. At Jay Wyatt Sports.
Y'all have a good one.
TennesseeTitans.com. Isn't that amazing, the effect that you have on people?
That's my man.
I mean, nobody loves Vanderbilt more than Jim Wyatt. And he just said, I couldn't cheer against Ron.
That's my man. That's my man. Man, Jim, listen, man. When Jim came up there to do that interview with me at Oak Hill Academy, it was like, man, I had not seen a person from Nashville in so long. Jim was like seeing, man, the dawn walk in. I almost got down on the knee. Like, yes, somebody I know finally in the building. Yes. Yes. And they let her walk around the class with me and everything. I was like, yeah, this is it right here. I loved it. So, yeah, we had some good times.
One of the best days of your life. Spent with Jim Wyatt. I love it. A Tennessee guy and a Vandy guy.
That's
right
right.
there. All right. When we come back, we've got more Titans Bengals talk for you. If you want in, we have room for you. 615-737-1045. We can take your phone call. Again, it is playoff week. Celebrate with us at Buffalo Wild Wings in Cool Springs. You could win Titans Bengals tickets simply by coming here and getting your name in the box. We will get that name drawn at the end of the show. So make sure you get here. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. 3HL 1045 The Zone. on 104.5 The Zone. Happy Tuesday. It is playoff week for the Titans, which means it's playoff week for us and for you.
Let's get to it.
And we're broadcasting live in Cool Springs, Buffalo Wild Wings. That's where we are. We're rolling these Tuesday Buffalo Wild Wings shows into the playoffs. As long as the Titans are playing, we're doing Buffalo Wild Wings shows on Tuesday.
Aha.
Titans win this weekend. We'll be in Murfreesboro, I think, next week, right?
Yep, and who will be there?
Rodger Saffold.
That's right.
Punk, did you say something?
Hermitage, actually.
It's
where you
Hermitage.
guys are going to be.
Oh, Hermitage. And
Yeah.
then if they win the AFC Championship game, then we'll be
in Murfreesboro.
in Murfreesboro. So, yeah, next week, if they win this week, we'll be in Hermitage. Does that make sense?
So get ready. We've been to Hermitage. That'll be the third time.
My
we're going to
accounting teacher at Hillsborough High School used to say, get ready for Freddie. She called the test Freddie. I don't know why.
Hermitage. It's a nightmare.
So whenever you say get ready, it makes me think of some accounting test I got to do,
If you didn't study, it's a nightmare.
especially in accounting.
Kids study.
What are you doing over there, man? You're writing
I'm doing a
like
lot.
a syllabus or something?
Yeah, I'm doing a lot. You know, man, it helps me. Like if I got to read something and I really I want to know it by memory, I have to write it down. And once I write it down,
I'm the same
kind of
exact
sticks.
way.
Yeah, it sticks.
I'm the same exact way.
If I
That's
can
why
write and read at the same time rather than just reading, then
if you're watching on
yeah.
Zone TV, that's why I do show sheets like
See what I'm
this.
saying?
Write them all out.
Good job.
That way you know it.
Thank you, Mayor.
Yeah, there you go. So Cool Springs Buffalo Wild Wings. Number one, come see us. Say hello. We'd love to
Please.
see you. Your smiling Titans playoff week face.
Can be in the building with us.
The other reason, I just went over to the table that promotion's set up.
Mm-hmm.
Rich is here. Will Bowling is here. And there are Miller Lite Titan shirts over on the table.
Okay.
While they last, you can have one. Everybody in here is looking at me like yes, you can have one. Go take one. There you go.
I'm gonna go take one too.
Look, go Vols. There she goes.
There you go.
There
wrong
are
with
Tennessee
that.
fans in the house.
Vol Nation.
Are there any
is in the
Vandy fans in the house?
building. It's one.
Where?
She just left.
Oh.
I think she went outside for a second.
She's going to the tailgate?
It's kind of like Vandy. Vandy they come in and out, Just you never know when they're really there.
The other thing you need to do, they got T-shirts. There you go. Are they all gone? No.
Yep.
The Vizzy girls are here too, so you could sample Vizzy. There they go. They're over there in the back.
The Vizzy.
They were raising the roof. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's what they were doing over there.
Mm-hmm.
And then what else? Oh, Titans Bengals tickets. You've been trying to get a pair of Titans Bengals tickets. It's like impossible. You go on the secondary market. It's like $1,000 or something.
Very true.
I'm gonna look here in a second.
Probably close to it.
We have a pair of tickets that we are giving away today. All you have to do is come to Buffalo Wild Wings, hang out for a little bit, maybe get some wings, maybe drink a beer. I saw somebody had a white wine in front of me, which was an odd choice at Buffalo Wild Wings. But hey, whatever makes you happy. That's what we're here for.
Whatever makes you happy.
But get your name in the box and you'll be ready to roll.
Right in the box.
It's in a box.
I am going to be there with my entire family.
In the building.
Yep. You going to the game this weekend?
I most definitely will be going to a game this weekend. You know what game?
What game?
The Titans.
Okay.
Tighten up. That's what game I'm going to.
And when normally the offense comes out on the field, the home team PA guy goes, "That quarterback, Ryan Tannehill."
Mm-hmm.
I just went into my John Facenda, NFL Films voice. I don't know why. Instead of that, I think Ryan Tannehill would be okay if instead of announcing the starting quarterback, you announce the starting running back. At running back, number 22, Derrick Henry. Could you imagine what that place is going to be like on Saturday?
No. Pandemonium. That's exactly what I expect. Pandemonium. I don't expect no different. No different. Once they call King Henry, listen, King Henry ain't even gotta go out there. Just call his name. They're going to go bananas. And then he should trot out delayed. He should have a delayed entrance. Derrick Henry and everybody be like, oh, where he at? Oh, nobody see him. So then all of a sudden he come.
The whole team comes out.
Yeah.
And everybody's looking for 22.
This ain't going to happen because that's not in Derrick Henry's nature. But if it were me and they said, Ron Slade, everybody would look around and be cheering, and I wait till the cheering stop. And then run out. A dead sprint. A dead sprint.
Speaking of, Tennessee Vanderbilt tonight at Memorial Gym. How are the visiting locker rooms over there?
It was terrible. At that time, I think it's better now. because they moved.
They just did renovations in the home side of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The visiting is still terrible. And that's a shame, man. Because when you come to Rocky Top, you come to Thompson Bowling, the locker room's pretty cool, man.
The visiting locker room?
That's pretty cool because, when
what are you doing in the visiting locker rooms?
They were redoing.
Were you going to look for people?
No.
You and Charles Hathaway?
No, I knew exactly where they were. They didn't want to see me. But they had where they remodeled the home locker room for the men's and the women's. So they had to move those guys to another part of the arena. So when they finished remodeling and moved everybody back into it, they left those for the visiting, the remodel spot. Caution, wet.
We had a nice gentleman walk by and say how much he appreciated us for doing these shows and reach across the table to give Slay a little dap. Knocked over the water.
Knocked the water over.
So caution, wet. Yes, that's what's going on. We just got word. Rodger Saffold's got meetings until 5 o'clock. So we're trying to see if he's going to roll on in here late or if we'll have to take a rain check.
And guess what? It's all right.
It's all right because he's got important things
man,
to do.
You got to handle your business, man. We got you, Saffold. Don't trip. We got you. I ought to go around the corner and grab the bully from his job. Bring him over.
He's right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
615-737-1045. Let's go to the phones. Tony in West Nashville next up. Tony, what's up?
Man, I was going to call and talk to my boy Slay.
Yo, what's happening?
Man, I just want to tell you, man, the Big Orange better be careful tonight. The NCAA just approved Vanderbilt. They get to wear the new home jerseys they got. They got a tin of that Kentucky blue, so I know the Big Orange might be scared to death to see them just out tonight.
You know what? I like that. Hey, guess what, man? Y'all got me for the next week. Ain't nothing I can say.
It's okay. But I got love for you. I'm Paul Cone original, class 85, baby.
Hey, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Five birds in the building.
Five birds from when they first put the two schools together. I'm the first class out of that slate.
Oh, that's dope. That's what's up right there.
I appreciate everything y'all do on the 3HL. Man, y'all keep it real and y'all have a good time. I just want to give you a dig. I'm really a Vandy fan. I'll be honest with you. So like I said, Kentucky, I pull the SEC, but I do pull for Tennessee against everybody except Vandy. So you have a good night tonight, man. Hey, you know what we got to say right now to us? Tighten up, boys. Let's go.
You better believe it. Yes, sir.
All right, Tony. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up right there.
All right, Cece has called. She was the Vandy fan that left, and she was drinking a glass of wine.
I told you.
And Cece is with us now on her way to somewhere. I don't know. Cece, what's up?
Can you hear me? I'm in my car.
Yes, we've got you. We got
you loud and clear.
Okay. I can't believe y'all both came at me like that after I was so sweet.
You were sweet. You're always sweet. We're just.
Hey, listen.
Shame on you both. Shame on you.
I apologize. It was just when I was doing my spot, you kept on throwing up the Vanderbilt sign, and it was stabbing me in my heart.
I did it twice.
You sure did.
Oh my goodness.
You know I love you,
Get
CC.
that cross out. I know you do. Okay, you guys have a good time. Okay, you broke my heart. Bye-bye.
See?
I mean, what do we do with that?
Yeah.
You broke my heart. Bye-bye. I mean,
you know I love her. I love CC. She always comes out and messes with us, man.
well, but I had to crack about the white wine at Buffalo Wild Wings, but I said, look, do whatever you want. Whatever makes you happy. Makes me happy.
Hey, man, we love all our listeners, man. We really rock with you.
If you missed Alan Bell earlier, check him out in the podcast. He did say this. If you read the Titans injury report about 6 weeks ago, you could have gotten accelerated reader points. It was so long.
What?
Which is so funny. Only 3 names on the injury report today.
Yeah.
And all 3 practiced. That's where we are.
Yes,
the Bengals are working through a lot of stuff.
Yes, indeed.
615-737-1045. More of your phone calls. Titans Bengals coming up on Saturday. We want your take, and we want to hear from you. 615-737-1045. We also want to see you. Buffalo Wild Wings in Cool Springs giving away Titans Bengals tickets today. Get here. Get your name in the box. We'll be right back.
gosh. What?
Deep cover.
I can feel it. That's a jam.
Dre and Snoop.
That's that jam. You hear me? I mean, flat foot jam, too.
That movie is legit, too.
Yes, it is. I got to go back and see that again. I ain't
See,
watched
that's
that
what
in a
happened to
long
me
time.
like about a month ago. I told you. Like, I
Yeah.
hadn't seen it in years, so I'd basically forgotten it all.
I got to go see that. That, The Last Boy Scout, that was one of my good ones.
We were doing the chain gang at a fifth grade football game, and we were on, like, the practice field at CPA. And so we were on the visitor side.
Yeah.
And the lighting wasn't great at the moment because I had to go turn on the rest of the lights. This is like in the first half.
Yeah.
I was like, man, it looks like the last Boy Scout out here. It's like
Yeah.
one of these fifth graders going to pull out a pistol.
And keep running and busting. Boop, 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 boop. That was a cold movie, too.
Go back and watch
David
that
Wayans,
one.
yeah.
See, there's so many other movies I need to watch before I watch The Lion King.
No, you need to put everything to a halt.
By the way, Kirby giving me crap about my 11-year-old not playing in both of his basketball games on Saturday because we're going to the Titans game.
I think that's a smart decision.
So he's got a game at the Flight League thing at 10:30, then the Open League at 2 o'clock. Well, 2 o'clock, we're going to be, like, walking in the stadium.
Yeah. What time is the game?
3:30.
Okay.
3:30. So this guy, Jeremy, on Twitter, at Brett Doherty, my wife is letting me skip the daughter's doubleheader Saturday so I can go to the game. She deserves a prize. LOL.
A ticket. Get her a ticket. That's a surprise. That's a prize. That's a prize to the game.
Kirby
Ticket to
said,
the
but
game.
he's not playing in the game.
But he's not playing.
Yeah, you should take your daughters to the game.
Yeah. That's a real prize. Everybody wins. Everyone wins.
Captain23 on Twitter. I'm with Brett Doherty on the Lion King. I'm 46. I've never cared for it. Also, I have T-Pack season tickets and slept through half of it last week.
See, listen. You need to get up. You need to get up on your rest at home. Don't go to T-Pack to get your rest in.
Is there an analogy you can make from the Lion King to like Derrick Henry and the Titans and taking down the Bengals this weekend? Like, I haven't seen the film, so I don't know. But I'm just trying to tie it all together because I don't know how Lion King became a thing, except for you were going off on Vandy.
That's how it came a thing.
You made a reference about the Lion King, and I just simply said, I've never seen it.
That's
and
right.
You, for the first time I've ever seen you in your life, you were speechless.
Yeah, it was over for me. That's right. But it can be just like Grant Williams is Vanderbilt's daddy, and when you hear Mufasa, then you should be shaking in your boots. Same thing for Derrick Henry. When the rest of the NFL hears Derrick Henry, they should be shaking in their boots. When that man runs out the tunnel, it is a problem. Wow. And Baylor has hit a switch in this Baylor-West Virginia game.
This guy
They're just losing. But now it's 24-12.
WB number 1 seed just wrote #cancel Brent.
Hey, listen, that's my man. That's my man. I don't want him to counsel, but I do want him to be reprimanded. Something needs to happen. Like, he should be, for about 2 hours, he should be locked in a closet.
Should I do all of the things I don't like to do while I watch Lion King? Like, I don't like peanut butter and jelly. I just like peanut butter.
I think you should do that.
So eat a peanut butter sandwich. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich, sorry.
There you go.
I also don't like fruit pie.
You should have an apple pie?
Eat some apple pie.
I missed my chocolate cake last week. Marissa. Where's Marissa?
You're just asking for the server on the mic. There
That's
she
my
is.
girl.
She's like,
She been taking care of me, too. I'm going to take care of you, too. I said that ain't right, didn't I? Yeah, see?
go ahead. Tell her what you need.
Last week, like every time I come to Buffalo Wild Wings, I have the chocolate cake, and it's phenomenal with a little ice cream on the side. Do y'all have the chocolate cake? Can I have the chocolate cake? Yes!
But tell her what you need done to the chocolate cake.
Oh, just a little warmth. Warm it up just a tad bit, if that's possible. Warm it up just a little bit. See? Marissa looked at me like, yo, you thought I was going to bring it any other kind of way?
She did look at you like she was going to bring it warmed up anyway. Like, why are you even asking me?
Man, they know what the big dog like, man. When the big dog in here just roaming, man, let me off the leash and let me go on and roam, man. It's tighten up. Car ain't got no room.
This is the first time I've heard you get excited today.
Yeah, because the car ain't got no room. One more time. Car ain't got no room. Hey, my boy, here the car ain't got no room. Titans in the city, yeah. Woo. And all the Titans with me. Hey. Yeah, buddy.
Here we go.
Yeah, buddy. It's on now.
There's the slam.
It's on now. It's on now.
By the way,
turning up to 10, baby.
Speaking of that.
We're going up to 10. What's up?
So I was going through the 3HL timeline because I was looking for one specific tweet that I was gonna let somebody have it.
What's that?
Because they came at you for some reason.
What?
And I was gonna let them have it because why would you come at Slay?
Oh, yeah.
And I was gonna tell him.
Right.
You having a negative opinion about Ron Slay tells me everything I need to know about you, but I couldn't find it. I think he took it down.
Yeah,
but
he
anyway, I
probably did.
did find, number one, Mandisa, member from American Idol,
Yeah.
listens to the show and tweeted us
Oh,
about
really?
the Titans one day. I did see that because we get so many tweets, which is great, but
Wow.
sometimes they fall through. So props, Mandisa. Thank you for listening.
I need access to that page.
Also, yeah, you do. I found a tweet from Cuzzo Mike.
What did it say?
He's looking. We were talking about looking for a song to play at Nissan Stadium during Titans games, like the Steelers have
Renegade.
which is bizarre. That's a stick song, right?
Right.
But they lose their minds,
Yes, they do.
and then the team loses its mind,
Yes, they do.
and things happen.
Yes, they do.
So the Titans need one of those things.
Yes, they do.
So I started thinking about it, and he mentioned, and it's good. Eminem, damn it, what's the name of that song?
Lose yourself?
Yes. I play that in the car all the time. Sometimes you just need to hear that.
Yeah, that's
Because sometimes you get one
a cold
shot.
yeah, that's a
You get
cold
one
blooded
shot.
song. That intro, that's different.
I like that.
Yeah.
But then I started thinking about it. We need the Titans in Nissan Stadium in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Get everybody hyped up. Get over the top.
Yeah.
Which is another great movie.
That is a great movie. Oh my, I love that. Arm wrestling, Sylvester Stallone.
Yes. Like the Steelers have Renegade. How about we end the city?
Hey man.
Play that at Nissan Stadium.
Do you know? Hold on, cut it, Honk. Do you know what they would do
In the
to
fourth
start
quarter,
the fourth quarter?
when they go to a commercial break and they're coming back from commercial break and you play this?
Oh, they will be losing their mind. Imagine offense about to take the field or defense about to take the field. But this is what they would have to do. They have to let me get on the mic and set it up, though. I don't want to take the PA's job, but you got to let me set it up.
Yeah, because you always talk over some things that need to be talked over.
You know what I mean? You feel what I'm saying? But,
Yeah.
boy, you imagine what that crowd going to be doing. All you had to do is hit them with the first part, huh? They going to go bananas because I'm going to go crazy. Put me on the Jumbotron, I'm going crazy. I'm telling you. Car ain't got no roof.
They listen over there in that building.
Yes, they do. We be in the city.
They're in like 4 different buildings right now, but yeah.
Man, them Titans, boy, woo. Man, the sideline and everything going to be looking up, going, hey, boy, hey, yeah. That's it. That's what's needed.
We need it. All right, so we're going to put out a tweet, and we're going to include at Titans, and y'all need to retweet that thing. Or you just need to tweet them yourself.
Mm-hmm.
We in the city. That's the name of the song.
Yeah.
Hashtag car ain't got no roof.
Oh, man. It's going to go up.
That's what needs to happen. Fourth quarter, Titans game. Bengals won't know what hit him.
No.
They'll already be in the corner, having taken multiple body shots.
Sure will.
And then a shot to the right side of the face, a shot to the left side of the face. They're already in there like Glass Joe just trying to hang on.
So,
and then you play that.
It's going down.
And the Titans come out with that knockout.
It's going
knockout
down.
blow.
The party will be over. I'm telling you. It's going to be over.
615-737-1045. Punctured lung Tony checking in. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's happening, Tony?
Same old thing. Out here trying to make my wife some money.
Tony.
See,
I got nothing.
Let me get one thing off the table before I go to King Henry.
Okay.
And it dawned on me about the punctured lung Tony. What was left off the table is that Tony Romo was diagnosed as having a bruised lung. And what confused me was that everybody talking about a punctured lung except what was reported. And a punctured lung and a bruised lung is entirely two different things.
Yeah, but Tyrod Taylor had a punctured lung because the team doctor did it to him.
Oh, well, see, now he had a punctured lung, and he couldn't play.
Yeah.
But see, Tony Romo had a bruised lung, not a punctured lung. And that's what threw me off balance, is because a punctured lung and a bruised lung is entirely two different things. But anyway, King Henry getting to him is that I think the coaching staff is made a vital mistake. When any athlete sustains an injury, when he or she comes back from that injury, their confidence level is gained from live contact, being in the game. That's how the practice don't really do that. Of course, we already know that. But what I'm trying to get to is that he should have been activated for the Texas game. Now, they didn't have to play him the whole game, but they could have used that as 5 to 6 carries in that game to get him totally reacclimated back to the game to where that would sell some mental and physical things in his mind. But now you putting all the cards on the table. If he goes out there and something happens in the first quarter, what kind of mental stress do you think that would take up on the team as a whole, as opposed to them finding out in the Texan game?
No, dude, you let him roll, and if he gets hurt, then the team sits there and says, hey, we're going to win this for 22.
Deontay Foreman, you keep it rolling. Tony, you need to get that glass full and not half.
Yeah, come on,
Either
Tony.
empty it all the way out or fill it all the way up, Tony. What you doing over there, man?
Nothing, man, but I would just like to, now it might be the greatest decision that they make, and I hope it is, because I'm a Titan fan from ever since they've been here. But the bottom line is that you don't wait right until the finish line to try out your theory.
Hey, Hunk. Hit Tony with the music. I don't know what he's talking about. Car ain't got no roof, Tony.
Why is Tony being so negative?
Tony, car ain't got no roof. King Henry in the city. Man, and all the Titans with him, man.
Listen.
Come on, Tony.
It's like you're playing poker and you got all these chips sitting over here on the side. You're going to use them in the game.
Tony.
You might lose them.
Tony.
But you're going to use them.
Tony. Tony. Have you lost your man? I don't care. Tony. Hunk, hit him again, Hunk. Car ain't got no roof. Tony, the car ain't got no roof. You talking about King Henry getting hurt? King Henry in the city. And all the Titans with him. Come on. Hey, man, cut it, Hunk.
Here's the thing.
Tony.
We love you, Puncture Lung Tony.
Yeah, we
do.
love you.
But nobody, it's hard to come up with a take that 100% of the people disagree with you.
Man.
But I think Puncture Lung Tony just did it.
Man, what? Tony, hey, why? I tell you what, if you was in the car right now, I'll put you on the trunk. I'll strap you down on the trunk. You hear me? I might put you on the hood of the car. Well, all the bugs that hit you, I go real fast. All the bugs that just hit you in the forehead.
Drop him off at the corner with all the ifs and fits.
Yeah, Tony. Lost your man. Car ain't got no roof. He just tried to put a roof on the car with no roof. How you gonna do that?
Once the roof's off the car, you can't put it back on.
Come on, man. How? Well, you a welder? Come on, man.
Making money for his wife, he said.
Come on, man. You better get to work then.
615-737-1045.
You feel me? Savage Life. Yeah, the music, man, when they get on that one of them takes like that, man, Hunk, just hit the music on them, and I'm going to go crazy.
Zone TV.
Yeah. Hunk, you something else, boy.
There are literally people in Buffalo Wild Wings that laugh every time that music starts.
Oh, because they know what time it is.
Zone TV, Twitter, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch.
Yeah.
What's going on in the chat? You've got it up.
Man.
I got too much to do over here to have it up.
Man, the chat is just all laughing emojis.
I get in on the morning show sometimes.
Somebody said, bye, Tony. Somebody said he's shaking in his voice. We're taking the roof off the whole city. Let that man go make the money for his wife. He tripping. The mom said, Savage said the music just shuts him down. It do it every time, man.
Do you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to have a take that 100% of the people disagree with you.
Yeah, man.
100%.
And we love Tony, man, but that ain't the one. Not this week. You got to bring that one next week, man. That ain't. Matter of fact, put that one in one of them little
time capsules
and bury that in the backyard and don't never bring it out. Don't never. Just leave it back there. Let one of the cats or one of the snakes or something else find it. A kangaroo or something.
So this is where
Bring
we
the
are
kangaroo to Tennessee.
in our relationship. We're finishing each
Yeah.
other's sentences.
You feel me? My boy, no. When you know, you know.
All right, let's go to Linda in the Borough next up on 3HL. Linda, what's up? Oh, she dropped.
Linda got gone. Linda ain't got no roof.
Let's go to Blake in Paris, Tennessee. Blake, what's up?
Look at Kirby.
Hey, go ahead and play that song.
Oh! Car ain't got no roof. Car ain't got no roof. That's right. That's right, boy.
Here's the funny thing. We're on a bit of a delay, so you could be off on that song a little bit.
But you ain't wrong on the song.
It's all right. Tighten up, baby.
You better believe it, man. It's going down. See, that's what we're going to have to do Friday.
Just like that warm chocolate cake.
Yeah. Friday. What time is the game on Saturday?
3:30.
Game is at 3:30 on Saturday. Friday at 3:30. We supposed to make a movement. Everybody get out their car, turn it all the way up, and we just going to play that song everywhere. In your office buildings, raise all the windows up.
Yeah.
In your house.
Blake's over in Paris, Tennessee, next to like Clifty Farm and those guys.
Hey, man.
Blake, Friday at 3:30, get out the car. We're going to play that song, all right?
Yes. Don't even worry. We got you.
Play it when Derrick Henry stiff arms them Bengals.
You feel me? There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
How about like Blake's got a good idea. How about every carry, like Derrick Henry, they just play the beginning of that song?
Turn. Like, nah, they do that. I'm going to be out of energy. It's going to be over, man. I'm going to have to take a leave of work.
I've never seen you out of energy.
I'm going to have to recoup. I'm going to have to regroup myself and recharge.
Recoup and regroup?
All at the same time. Whoever knew chocolate cake will make you do this. Then it's good.
615-737-1045 at 3HL1045
Oh,
on
it's almost
Twitter.
time for the toast.
It is almost time for the toast. The Ron Slay Wash Away Toast coming up at 4:45, which is the next segment of the show, and they're already handing out these Miller Lite cans that are special special
Yeah, that's
Titans
different right
cans.
there.
They're like largemouth bass cans. Tighten up, Titans. It's written in gold, and then it's
Yeah.
got the Titans flaming thumbtack and the
Yeah,
Titans.
serious.
Man, this is good stuff. You need to be at Buffalo Wild Wings.
This is
Pull in.
the playoff edition Wash Away Toast, too.
That's right.
Maybe that's why we got new special cups.
That is absolutely right. Hit us on Twitter at 3HL1045. D. Lee on Twitter says, headed home to get clad in Big Orange, baby. You already know. We in the building. Let's go Big Orange.
Somebody on the chat said, Ron, he's trying to speak. Hey, man, listen.
Who, Blake was?
Yeah, hey, man, the beat. Hey, I'm sorry.
We kind of.
I can't control myself when the beat on.
We kind of ran over the top of Blake. Sorry, Blake.
Yeah, no, Blake
He's
was
the
in
one
it.
that said hit the song.
He sure did,
He
and that's
chose
it.
it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
It'd probably be wise if you want the song to be hit, to hit it at the end.
Yeah, don't.
After you make your take.
Yeah, because you ain't gonna get it. Yeah, he's gonna be hard for you to get one over on me.
All right, the Miller Lite, Ron Slay, Watch Away Toast coming up after we come back from these messages. Stay tuned, 3HL 1045 The Zone.
24/7 coming up in 20.
Tennessee Titans host the Cincinnati Bengals in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Wow. Now at full strength, King Henry and the Titans are out to
VA mortgage rates are in the twos. And at HeroLoan.com, we are saving our soldiers and their families hundreds, even thousands of dollars a month with a simple refinance. Let us assist you today at HeroLoan.com, the only way to VA.
And they went in on Tony, man. Golly, Tony, they went at your head on this. But guess what? Deservingly so, man. You trying to put all that bad juju in the air, man. We don't need that, man. Leave juju up there in Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? We only want good energy, man. I feel you on your take, though. That's right, but nah, we rolling with it, man. Deontay Foreman got something to say about that. That O-line got something to say about that. You know what I mean? It ain't like they've been struggling with having 60 yards, 70 yards. You know what I mean?
Cannot live your life in fear.
No, you got to roll with it.
Roll with what you got.
Yeah. Man, you take that knee brace off and all that, man. I guarantee he ain't going. Like, man, he rolling. He rolling.
I mean, Tuzar Skipper didn't look like he was having a good time with Derrick Henry hitting him at practice today.
Yeah.
I mean, Henry was rolling. Jim Wyatt shot a video, said Derrick Henry isn't messing around out here in Tuesday's practice.
That's what it's about.
And he was catching a pass, turning around, and running through two players.
That's what it's about.
Now, the one guy that got hit pretty good that turned around like he didn't want none was not Larrell Murchison, even though the player was wearing 91. It was Tuzar Skipper.
Scout team guy.
Which, sorry to put that out there, Skipper. I'm just telling you what I saw.
Yeah, that's just on. Listen. You just talking.
If I look outside and it's sunny, I can't tell you it's raining.
You like Cosell, man. You just talking about what's on tape.
What's on tape? That's what's on tape.
That's all you can go with, man.
How come you haven't finished that cake yet?
Oh, I'm saving that for that'll be in the 5 o'clock hour.
John on Twitter says we should have played Hey Tony.
Exactly.
Tony.
Ramon said, "Oh man, they dogging my guy Tuzar." Tuzar was with y'all in Pittsburgh.
I love Tuzar.
Yeah, man.
But I mean, it's on tape. It's right there.
That's a big dude coming down here.
He looked like
man.
he didn't want none.
Pad level real low,
and I don't blame him.
No, but that's what we need.
I don't want none.
Dust them off. Make them get them cobwebs up off of them.
Tuzar.
Time to get busy. Time to get busy.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something profound, Slay.
What was you gonna say, brother?
I was gonna say that Baylor needs to go ahead and put up some points on West Virginia, which is a bizarre thing to say on a Tuesday afternoon.
Hey, yeah, they do. No, because we have a different interest.
Titans a 3.5-point favorite over Cincinnati this weekend. Again, I've said it all week. All week. It's Tuesday, but I've said it all week.
Seems like it's going fast, though.
I'm going to continue to say it all week. I like this matchup for the Titans.
Yeah.
We had somebody ask us, come up to the table during the break. She said, who would y'all rather play? If the Titans beat the Bengals, who would y'all rather play in the AFC Championship game? Bills or Chiefs? Hit us at 3HL1045. Light it up on the chat. Again, you can watch the show live. Will Bowling producing and directing today.
Yep.
Facebook Live.
You got a new
Twitter,
little fancy screen on there and everything.
YouTube and Twitch.
Twitch plays.
Thank you, Hunk. We both said the Chiefs.
Yeah, we do. I want to see them. Like, if especially coming here.
Watching the Pittsburgh defense deal with them. Now, I know they got hot, but here's the thing. 3 punts and 2 turnovers.
Yeah.
If they're playing a team with a legit offense,
right,
they might be down 17-0 at that point. And then you're rolling 2 high safeties.
Yeah.
And you're making them matriculate the ball down the field.
Yep. Knowing he want to take a shot.
All the time.
So, yeah. I like that. I like it. I like him. I like him a lot.
Are you going to do this toast?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get to it.
The Ron Slay Miller Lite Wash Away Toast is ready.
Let's do it. Showtime.
Rich is going to hold your mic for you.
I think Rich recording. Oh, I thought you were recording, Rich.
Yo!
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Raise them up.
House on call. I want to give a shout out to Buffalo Wild Wings and thank you to Miller Lite for allowing us to do these toasts. It's playoff time. This is the wash away part. Regular season, it was some ups and downs, but that record looked beautiful at the end, regardless how we got there. First place in the AFC. First place. Pretty impressive. Now it's time to put it all behind. All behind now. And now we got a new thing. The Bengals. Yeah. Skin them up, baby. Skin them up. Skin them up and grill them. Keep them rotating on the Barbie. It's going down. Tighten up on 3 this weekend. It's a big-time game. We need everybody in there. And the car ain't got no roof. Tighten up on 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
There they go. It's the part where it gets a little quiet. I will say the cans are a little bit bigger this week.
Yep. Thank you, Rich.
Now, they have the wide mouth opening, which enables that beer to flow as fast as you want it to flow.
Ooh. Excuse me.
It's the second one, Slay.
My bad. Hey, that was snuck out on me. My bad, y'all. My bad, tighten up.
You're all teared up.
My car ain't out on the roof. I got manners, though. Car didn't have a roof, but I had manners. I said,
oh, man. Again, Rodger Saffold has meetings until 5, so we're trying to figure out if he's going to try to be late or get a rain check. Obviously, we're good with whatever because he's got important things to do. Bam on Twitter. Bro, I definitely got 5 choices for songs that will get you hype and would fit the Titans. You ready? He's got 5.
What is it?
Number 1, Journey, Don't Stop Believing. 2, Eminem, Lose Yourself.
You said that.
3, Drake, Started from the Bottom. 4, Survivor, Eye of the Tiger. And number 5, Queen, We Will Rock You.
Yeah, I
See, the We Will Rock You, like that's played in stadiums all over the just to play that song.
Yeah.
Like not as a
you gotta have
like
something. You gotta have something distinct and that's yours that you can own. Like nobody else is playing it. A lot of people play Lose Yourself, especially in basketball arenas. Like it's part of it.
John says they play We in the City at all Bengals home games. Is that true?
They play what?
We in the City. If that's true, we got to find another song.
I don't believe that. We be in the city. I'm gonna find out. I'm finna text Pac-Man. I'm gonna hit my reps and tell them to ask Pac-Man. I don't believe that. I would have heard that. I've been to a lot of Cincinnati Bengals games. I've never heard that. I'm gonna text Moan. Moan would have heard it too. Moan played them year in and year out.
He's not paying attention, is he?
What?
He's worried about who he's blocking.
Man, when good music come on, I don't care what you're doing. You hear good music regardless of where you are.
Players dancing when they hear good music.
Yeah, to take your mind off things or
That's
something
true.
like that, you put music on. You can hear.
That's a good point.
If it's a good jam. Now, if it ain't nothing, then you ain't hearing it either.
So Trevor just sent a picture of himself doing a toast to you, and he wrote cheers.
Trevor did.
So now we got people doing the Miller Lite Watch Away toast at home.
That's what we talking about. Yeah,
participating at home.
Send them in.
All right, we need to take a break. 5 o'clock hour coming up. We need your phone calls. We want to talk to you. 615-737-1045. 3HL broadcasting live at Buffalo Wild Wings in Cool Springs. Get here, get your name in the box. We are giving away Titans Bengals tickets this hour here at Buffalo Wild Wings, but you got to come here and get your name registered in the box. And you can see Rich in promotions, boxes on the table. You can see that. We'll be right back. 3HL 1045 The Zone. Yo, what up? 3HL is on the air. 104.5 The Zone. Happy Tuesday. It is Titan playoff week. Hope you're as excited as we are. The Titans and Bengals going at it at Nissan Stadium on Saturday at 3:30. Catch all the action right here on 104.5 The Zone. Broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings. We certainly appreciate the great people at Buffalo Wild Wings for hosting these Tuesday shows all year long. As long as the Titans keep winning, we'll keep doing them.
Yeah.
Titans win Saturday, we'll go to Hermitage. Hermitage, right?
Yeah, Hermitage.
Next week.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we'll be.
Yeah. Live and direct.
We got two main topics. Titans, Bengals. And Tennessee's playing at Vanderbilt tonight. The unair-conditioned Memorial Gym.
Yeah.
Where Ron Slay has had some battles.
I love it in there. I love it in there.
In real SEC games and in pickup games and in all kinds of games on that floor, that raised stage of a surface.
That's the way I treated it, too, like it was a stage. And I was the act.
I saw you.
You did see me. And I was the act.
I got to admit, I wasn't sitting there going, hey, you know, one day I'll be doing a sports talk show with that guy flying down the court. But that's what's going on. 615-737-1045. We did get word that Rodger Saffold, meetings going till 5 o'clock, is headed this way.
Oh, really? That's real.
Was that breaking news to you, too?
Yeah, I had no idea.
Rodger Saffold is headed this way. We call him the OG, the original gangster offensive guard.
Yeah. That's
So he is headed this way. The story of the day, Derrick Henry at practice today in pads for the first time in a long time. Coach said that helps.
Yeah, I would think so.
Padded workout helps.
I would think so.
He also said we'll have a week of work. We'll see how he feels, and we'll make a decision. Do you think that they really don't know what that decision is going to be?
That's some good coach talk right there. That's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. Yeah. Decision is being made. Now, this is one time I'll say, man, listen, I don't never think coaches should listen to players or the crowd or anything, but I think this decision has been made. He out there working out. That man getting in that game. I don't care if it's the going victory formation.
All I need from that one video that Jim Wyatt put out, well, there was a couple of different things on that video.
Yeah.
What I saw was a man trying to fit in like 6 weeks worth of practice into one practice session.
Yeah.
He looked determined. He didn't look like a guy that was like hoping to play on Saturday.
Right.
He looked like a guy that was getting as ready as he could to play on Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think he's ready. I know I'm ready to see him. I'm ready to see him.
I've had an even better idea. When the offense comes out on the field, instead of announcing starting quarterback Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah.
And instead of saying, because my idea was don't say that, Ryan Tannehill won't care. You announce at running back, number 22, Derrick Henry. Instead of even saying that, the king returns. Just say that.
Just let them run on out there.
They'd lose their minds in that place.
I think so, too.
Including all of us.
Yeah, because I'm going to be in there, and my mind's going to be gone. Matter of fact, I ain't even going to lose mine. I'm going to sit mine at home. I'm coming in the stadium with
You're
no
not even going to bring the mind?
I ain't got no mind this time. I'm mindless for this game right here. I don't need my brain to work at all. I'm coming to the game to chill, just constant chill. I don't need no brain for that. I'm just yelling.
By the way, we did some research. Somebody told us, because we started a movement here on 3HL that, like, the Steelers have Renegade. They play that in the fourth quarter. Everybody loses their minds, and the team loses its mind. Suddenly turnovers start happening. Sacks start happening. The opposing team loses its mind, really.
Yeah.
So we came up with the idea, we be in the city, right?
Yeah.
That's what we need played at Nissan Stadium. Start of the fourth quarter. Somebody said, hell with that. Start it in the first quarter. Just roll.
I like that.
But you need like a crescendo. You need like the right spot to play.
Yeah, you got to see. That's
if you play
the
it too much, it loses its thing.
Yep. You got to have the timing of it, and like it's a lot that goes with it, man. But you fill it out as it goes, and you'll figure it out.
So like, somebody said you can't do that because they play that song in the Bengals games,
and that was false.
Yeah, we did our research.
Yeah, that was false.
Sources really close to us.
Yeah,
that would know.
Yeah, my reps said that ain't no. That's a no-go. They would have known if that was being played. So, another one, good one though. Somebody just said on the chat, Young Buck, who's from here.
Yeah.
This song Stomp. Stomp is a good song too. They got a nice build up and beat to it too. So, and then I can see everybody in the stadium stomping their feet too. That'll be kind of dope. I think that'll be hype.
615-737-1045. So the big news is that they had a padded practice today. The point spreads coming up this weekend. Cincinnati at Tennessee, obviously 3.5. Titans favored by 3.5.
Right.
Buffalo at Kansas City. Kansas City a 2-point favorite now. Money going in on the Bills.
That's going to be an interesting game too, man.
Guy here over at Buffalo Wild Wings came and showed me, what was it, 86% of the money was on the Titans.
Yeah.
And like 64% of the bets, which means a lot of big money on the Titans.
Yeah. That makes sense. I would bet on them too. It's a different team, man.
NFC, San Francisco at Green Bay by 6. Green Bay's winning that game.
I think so too, man.
I can't believe in San Francisco.
I can't either. Especially the way Jimmy G plays in second halves of games. Like, he'll go through a spurt, man. He just can't hit nobody.
Plus, I think Aaron Rodgers is just pissed off at everybody. So he's winning games out of spite.
He looked pretty good when he in his zone.
By the way, that insurance commercial where he's the game show host, he's awful in that. I hate it. I don't like to use the word hate, but I hate that commercial.
I saw it once but didn't really pay attention. I'm about to check it out.
He's so monotone and, like, disinterested, which is honestly, I think, how he is. L.A. Rams at Tampa Bay. Tampa favored by 3. Love the Rams in that matchup. As Alan Bell said, all Tampa has is Tom Brady. Now, that's a lot. And then we told you the stat earlier. SportsCenter put it out. Tom Brady is older than every NFC head coach that's still playing.
That's tough.
Think about that.
That's a vet, is what that is.
Tom Brady is older than the rest of the NFC coaches playing, including Bruce Arians, who looks like he's going to blow up the building at any point.
Yeah.
Does Bruce Arians not terrify the hell out of you?
Yeah.
With that thing wrapped around his chest?
You see when he hit his play in the head?
Yeah.
In the game, like, dude, what are you doing?
He said he was trying to keep him from getting a penalty.
Yeah, I feel him. Like, man, we got too much on the line, dude. Boom. What's wrong with you? Smacked upside the head. Whoops. Upside the head. Yeah,
do you think that Bruce Arians will get fined by the NFL for hitting his own player in the head? I mean, today's world is
a little different. You're right. It's a little bit different.
Did you ever get slapped upside the head?
Heck yeah. What? Man, what? Plenty of times. What were you thinking, son?
Here's the other thing.
That's what would follow. What were you thinking, son?
Here's the other thing. Earning that number 1 seed, obviously you get the bye, you get the extra time. The Titans injury report is negligible this week, or today, sorry. 3 names. One of them was limited. The other 2 fully participated, so really nothing.
Yeah.
But what it gives you, too, is Buffalo and Kansas City play Sunday night. So if the Titans beat the Bengals, they'll play again next Saturday. So that's another short week for the opposition.
Yeah. That's part of it. It's part of it. You get shorter weeks. You don't come in first.
All right,
that's the luxury of being first.
Let's get Darrington in here, Hunk, and then we'll take the break. Darrington is next up on 3HL at 615-737-1045. What up, D?
Hakuna Matata.
Oh, here we go.
It's my favorite
What a
phrase.
wonderful phrase.
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to let you know that a normal man will go get what he can, but a king will give back. And I want you to look across that field, Ryan. I want you to understand, all that green grass you see there, Derek, that's ours. That's the prize land. And you're able to run as much as you want to. Be free. Be one. It is the circle of life. And I just want everybody to know, I can't wait to be king. Zaza, take me out.
Hey, man, that just do something. Car ain't got no roof. Hey, man, don't they like, man, you hear how that come in, man? That's a bad boy right there. That's a bad boy right there. I'm telling you. And you can tease the crowd with it.
D's phone call better than Puncture Lung Tony's phone call.
Oh, without
today.
question. Oh, way to go, Darrington.
All right.
Way to rebound.
More of your phone calls when we come back. Rodger Saffold is on his way. Buffalo Wild Wings. Get here. Get registered. We are giving away Titans Bengals tickets at the very end of the show. So you've got time to get here. Cool Springs, Buffalo Wild Wings. We'll be right back. Brent Doherty, Ron Slade, Don Davenport on vacation. We'll be right back on 104.5 The Zone. Dang, I kind of want to chill with this intro. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. I ain't in the mood to chill, though, Slay. It's playoff week.
You can't be. That's a chill mood right there, though. That, tune. Car ain't got no roof. One more time. Car ain't got no roof.
She laugh every time you do it.
We be in the city. Hey, yeah.
I love it.
Hey, no,
Rodger
it's real.
Saffold had meetings until 5 o'clock. It is 5:19. My man rolls up here in some Kansas Jayhawks shorts.
Hey,
What up, OG?
What's up, man? What's up? I had to
building.
make sure I pulled up, man, for real. I was like, oh, coach, I don't know if I can sit in here for this last 15 minutes.
I got somewhere to be.
Can you imagine? And Coach Brady was like, where you got to be, Saffold? I got to go do 3HL, man.
Oh, I'm about to do this this child anything else. I'm about to help some kids in the hospital.
we had written you off, man, because we're like, hey, he's got better things to do. We all understand. Like, this is a big week, bro.
Yeah, it's a huge week, man. It's a huge week, and I love these weeks because these are the weeks, man, that your best football gets pulled out of you. These tough matchups.
I know you told us a few weeks ago that you had never been 12-year career. You'd never been a number one seed.
Right.
Have you ever had a bye week in the playoff?
Yes. The year I went to the Super Bowl, we were the number 2 seed. We had a bye week.
What? The only other time he had a bye week, they went to the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. Yep. And we our first game after the bye week, we beat on the Dallas Cowboys pretty bad.
Spanked on them.
That bye week really helps.
Man,
we've been talking about that. I've never seen a more undisciplined team. You don't have to respond to that, but I mean, just like Cowboys fans had to just be sitting there watching 14 penalties fly around and a quarterback take off running with 14 seconds left and no timeouts, wondering what in the world.
What kills me is the fact that like somebody will commit a foul and then be looking at the ref like what, and then you look at the replay, it's the most egregious.
You're talking about Randy Gregory.
Yes.
Randy Gregory absolutely mauled the guy and tackled him and then got up saying, what?
Like you had to feel it. Like what were you looking at?
Oh, my keg hurts from laughing. So what do you do on a bye? Like you said, you're going to spend time with your kids. Did you watch a lot of football like
sure
all
did.
of us?
Sure did. I was able to fit everything in because I got the little NFL app. And plus, on my way back to Nashville, on Delta, they had the live TV, so I was watching the games the whole time. And I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that fumble recovery by the Steelers, I was like, wait a minute, hold on, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then when they scored the next 3 possessions, I was like, oh, okay, everything's right.
Things back to normal. Yeah,
things back to normal.
They gave a little hope, didn't they? For a
They
second?
sure did.
Yeah,
that was wild because I mean they had a great defensive game plan against Kansas City. They just they don't have the offense to take advantage of that.
Absolutely. I mean, too many times we saw over the weekend that people were starting. One team was starting from like the 40 and 50-yard line every series, and the other team was like from 5 to 10. I mean, in the L.A. Rams-Cardinals game, I didn't know what the Cardinals was going to do because they never got a chance to start on their own 25.
No. And, I mean, the Rams had a great game plan, and they were running the football, and you're right. I mean, Arizona just started deep in their own territory. And then Kyler Murray, I thought, started to press a little bit, started to, as a young quarterback, doing this for the first time. It almost, watching him, felt like he was trying to do too much.
Yeah. So, like he said at the beginning of the game that he wanted to treat it just like any other game. And
that's hard to do, isn't it?
I think that's good for a quarterback. The only thing is, without any experience, that's easier said than done.
There you go.
That's easier said than done. And, what we saw Kyler kind of go through was like he was stuck in quicksand. And the harder he fought, the deeper he sank. And that's kind of how the game went.
It's almost like his brain got locked up a little bit. Like that play where he threw the ball underhanded out of the end zone. I mean, he had all day to throw the football. It just looked like things were going slow in his head. And that to me, obviously I've never done it, but to me, you could explain that by simply saying that's playoff football. It's different.
Yeah, playoff football is faster. I think I was watching, I still follow the Rams on Twitter, and I think that Aaron Donald was talking about that, about how things are more physical and things are faster. That's true.
Yeah.
That's all true.
Yeah.
And especially from them teams with the bye week.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys are flying around. And, I mean, the hitting is just every single one seems huge. That's why you've seen a lot of injuries go on all throughout Wild Card Weekend. It's been complete madness. I kind of think that the Rams got the short end of the stick on that one. how you gonna play on Monday, then got to play on Sunday.
That's
you got 1 day less, and you got to fly cross country.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, I mean, if you guys get the win, Buffalo and Kansas City play Sunday night.
That's
right.
So
then they have a short week.
Yeah, that's true. But
which is a benefit to the 1 seed, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a benefit to the 1 seed. Yeah. But honestly, they play Sunday night. You got a game the next Sunday.
Right.
You know what I mean? It'd be different. I mean, that Monday night to Sunday night is pretty tough. It's pretty tough, especially if you need a whole day to fly over there.
And that's what I was telling them about, like what you were talking about with the difference in the playoff game. It's also, when you go to the playoff games, you can speak to this, when you go to the next round, it's different than the first round. Mm-hmm. So if you've never been in it, it's kind of hard to explain. Like, you don't really understand the speed or how to go through it. But with you guys being vets, how much does that help knowing how to approach a game?
Well, the wild card weekend is more of a like, okay, handle the excitement, and then when you get into the flow of the game, do what you do, right. Offense and defense and special teams.
Right.
Make sure you guys are working together, because it's really training for the next round, because next round is going to be like, all right, whoever's the most efficient, whoever's going to have the least amount of penalties, the least amount of turnovers, and run the football better are going to be the people that win the game.
Right.
And then, of course, you get to the AFC Championship game, it's like all bets are off. It's like it doesn't matter what you do. You scratch, you claw, you do whatever you can to get this final win before you go to the Super Bowl.
As a veteran, are there conversations you can have? Are there things you can say to some of the guys that haven't been in this position to maybe help them with what playoff football is?
Man, I've thought long and hard about this one, because every single person is different, and you don't want to overload these young players into making mistakes. So I think that the best thing that you could tell them is just to cut it loose. Don't worry about the mistakes. Just worry about each play. You know, I have the pleasure of working with some sports psychology guys.
Yeah.
And it's all about hitting that reset after each play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And as an offensive lineman, you like to dwell on the last play. That's just what you like to do. But you know, hitting that reset button allows you to just kind of forget about the last play and just focus on what's in front of you. And for young guys, I think that matters a lot.
Yeah, that's big time.
That's what people used to tell me about Marcus Mariota, because like they felt like that he would get locked up mentally and that he would overthink things and that he just needed to, and the phrase was always let it rip.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, that's kind of the phrase, right? Like, just go out there and do what you do. Do your job and let it rip.
When we see Mariota let it rip, he does some things that we've never seen any other quarterback do. I mean, when he took a quarterback draw like 85 yards, I was just like, how? You know what I mean? Like how? It seems like it's impossible. But he's always been like that. So it's like, if he just cuts it loose, he's gonna make people miss. He's gonna make things happen. He's gonna have that crazy play where they tipped the pass at Kansas City and he caught it and scored in the playoffs. I mean, that was
there.
unbelievable.
That was there.
Unbelievable.
That was wild.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hope he gets another shot somewhere else, because the Raiders did try to use him a little bit this year. The longest run of their season until the playoff game was his run in the first drive of the first game, and then he got hurt.
Right.
But great dude, you know. Always want what's best for him.
Always want another shot, because when you got a dual threat quarterback like that, he needs to be used in this league. Yeah. Now, you don't know exactly what system that works with when you got people like Mahomes now. You know what I mean? Just sitting in the pocket and just throwing dimes everywhere. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, all right, where does it fit in with today's football? It's like Kansas City Chiefs were like the Golden State Warriors at one time. And it's like, all right, how can we make our team to be able to beat that team? So it's kind of going back and forth with having the mobile quarterback and having the pocket passer.
Yeah, and he's kind of both. And then he throws like to me, I always think about like those baseball highlights where the shortstop goes way to his right, backhands the ball and throws it across the field. That's what he looks like when he throws the football to me. And he's got a baseball pass, and his dad played baseball, but he flicks the wrist instead of just flat out spinning it, you know?
Yeah, I wonder if you can even like deconstruct that and go back after it. I mean, that probably would take a lot of coaching, a lot of work in the offseason, but
right.
But honestly, we've seen what Mariota can do. So I would be shocked if he didn't get another shot.
Yeah.
I didn't anticipate going down that path, but there you go. Some Mariota talk here. Rodger Saffold with us on 3HL. Obviously, Titans-Bengals coming up on Saturday at 3:30. You anticipate Nissan Stadium being live and rocking and rolling and loud.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, I absolutely do. And I just want it so blue in there people get sick. You know what I mean? That's what I need. That's what I need. And, you know, we come over here and we handle business, the first thing I'm doing before anybody even knows who plays in the next game, I'm like, hey, buy your tickets now.
Yeah.
Buy your tickets right now.
Yeah.
Before they even know.
Yeah.
Just load up.
I love it.
Building ain't got no roof. Right?
No, at all.
Winter is coming.
Oh, there it is. So we've launched a movement here on 3HL. We want that played in the fourth quarter. Like the Steelers play Renegade and everybody loses their mind.
Yeah.
We want that played in the fourth quarter.
Yes, absolutely. I think we should.
You're down with that?
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
See, they go to cosign. They go to stamp. It's official.
That's all we
It's
need.
official.
The
all we
Saffold
need.
stamp.
It's official.
Can you imagine kicking off to that?
I told you. I told you. Hey, man, it's different, man. And all you need is that first ball to the beat.
Oh, that's it.
And let that thing bang. Oh, my God.
Somebody
it's
said
gonna be on.
after every Derrick Henry carry, just play that little opening part of that beat.
It's going to go
People
down.
lose their mind. Do you have a pregame ritual? Like Ben Jones walks around with bare feet no matter what's going on.
Yeah.
It could be 0 degrees with snow on the field.
That's right.
And he's doing that. What's your like pregame ritual? Like Steve McNair used to go to sleep. He would take a nap.
Oh, wow.
That's
I
tough.
can't do that.
That's tough. That is tough.
I can't do that.
That's tough right there.
But usually for me, I just got to make sure I get in that hot tub. It's all about getting me as loose as humanly possible.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I want to be ready to go for the game so I can really cut it loose. I'm gonna be hurting tomorrow, but
Yeah.
you know, I get loose for that game.
Yeah. You feel it when you came back into town this week? You feel the energy? You feel it a little different?
Oh,
Even
yeah.
outside y'all complex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody was wearing hats on the first class of that Delta flight. And then I get on there, we sit down, we're watching the game. I see about 5 Titans hats. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
oh, we here now.
Yeah.
And we're coming from Salt Lake City, Utah. I was like, man, it was incredible. So
Yeah.
I'm super excited. I'm so excited to see, see how the fans react to possibly getting Derek back.
Yeah.
I mean, he step on that field, I might go deaf.
Yeah.
We saw videos today, man, and he was cutting between 2 guys, and and he was unloading.
Oh yeah.
And like Tuzar skipper, God love him, looked like he didn't want it.
He's just taking free beatings, man. Ain't nobody with that, man.
Hey, it's tough on his part because it's like, all right, I want to thud him so that Derek can start getting used to hitting again. But then it's also like, all right, I can't hurt this man. I need to keep this job. I still got bills.
Yeah, can't explain that going back.
Hey, you mentioned Aaron Donald earlier. I'm curious, when you were with the Rams, did you do 1s versus 1s? Did you go up against that guy?
Yeah, so it was kind of weird. Like, we did a little bit more one-on-ones in the past than we did with my last couple of years in there. I think the guys are just trying to keep people from getting hurt, and they were like, hey, we're going to learn more from just playing ball anyway.
Fishbone is very veteran-friendly, let's say.
Yeah.
In terms
100%.
of managing time and all those things.
Yeah, absolutely. So, when he first came, I mean, dude was so fast. I think he was 300 pounds back then. He was so fast and he was so low to the ground. I mean, it was a challenge every play.
Yeah.
And then when he started really getting it, it became even harder. And everybody talks about how angry he get on the field, how he always want to fight somebody. I'm like, listen, I have played against this guy. I've hit him as hard as I possibly can. I have never had a fight with him once.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a respect thing than anything. And sometimes, when you're on top, everybody wants a piece of you, and people are like, I'm not going to be bullied.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, just because you don't want to be bullied don't mean I'm going to be bullied. And that's when you start seeing him unload on people.
Well, I thought it was interesting that the build-up to that Rams game that y'all played, and nobody gave y'all a chance to win that game.
Right.
But the little side note there was Big Jeff getting an opportunity to show everybody that Aaron Donald's not the only defensive tackle in the league, right? And he comes up with 3 sacks that day.
Yeah, huge.
Do you see some of Aaron Donald and Big Jeff?
No, I think they play 2 completely different play styles. I mean, Aaron uses his quickness, and he has power too. Like, don't get me wrong.
But he's
he can
quick
catch people.
twitch.
He can catch people off guard with worried about his quickness, and then he'll run down the middle of you. Jeff is like, hey, I'm about to bull rush you, but you can't stop it anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm going to go ahead and say it. His hardest reps was in training camp, and he know that, and he just unloads on people, and I love watching it. I'm his biggest fan. But, in training camp, we hate each other.
So, right. So your mindset in training camp is, like, to get better. Like, any competitive person wants to get better every day, right? Like, that's the whole goal.
You should hear the John going on between the two of us.
Yes,
it's great.
But
it's
you
great.
also understand, like, I can make this guy better by giving him my best.
100%. And, our Coach Vrabel would talk about it all the time, and then even when we have like a tough day where we're both kind of arguing on the field, we'll come off the field and we'll just say iron sharp as iron.
Yeah, it is.
And that's all you need to say. It's a respect thing after that because, we got to the point where we started asking each other about, hey, what did you see? How did you stop my rush?
Gosh, that's a great place to be, isn't it?
That veteran leadership. I mean, it's almost made Jeff mature way faster than I've seen other rookies mature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why he's captain. That's why he, helps lead the squad in pregame warmups. And, that little bit of leadership all over the field has taken this team where it needs to go.
That's big, man.
What do you see from the Bengals? Obviously, like, Joe Mixon is the kind of guy, like, if you just look at the numbers, you'll see 3 100-yard games.
Yeah.
He is third in carries in the NFL, third in yardage. But he's such a talented player at so many different things, right?
Yes, 100%. He does a great job of being able to feel where his blocks are.
Yeah.
And he's going to just hit that gap as hard as humanly possible. A lot of those guys, if they're reaching out for an arm tackle, you're going to still see the lineman connected.
Yeah.
That's when they're going to keep driving them. And then he finds a way to slip through. He uses good quickness. And, I mean, his screen game is pretty legit. It's pretty legit.
And the reason why I ask you that question is I assume, being an offensive lineman, you like to see what other offensive lines and run game fits look like and things like that as an analyst, like watching football. So that's why I asked you that question.
Yeah, because it's like when you play in the NFL, it's hard to not watch your position.
Yeah.
When people are on the field. So I love watching all the games, and I got to get all the recaps. So, I kind of look for those things when I'm watching these guys. And plus, when Derek was healthy, we were looking at those numbers. Like, we're like, all right, we got a comfortable lead of 300 yards in front of everybody. Yeah. And then, of course,
he's still ninth in the NFL.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Playing 8 games, not playing 9. He's ninth in the NFL.
That's right.
And he was on pace. He would have beaten JT by 190 yards.
Yeah.
We all know that he gets going toward the end of the season. He would have been over 2,000, which I know you said in the offseason to us that was important to you.
Right. It was. It was very important to me. But then, of course, after he got injured, we were just trying to make sure that he was just okay physically and mentally. It's kind of like that Cam Akers situation. Tear your Achilles. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if you're going to be able to even play. He comes out there, he plays. Last night, he looked great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was laying the smack down when he was running downhill. He looked quick. And that's the same thing with Derek. Derek came back. Derek coming back around this time is just huge. Honestly, I feel like he could have came back even earlier, and we were just being smart about it.
Yeah.
But, the way that he attacked his rehab, I mean, there was no shot that we didn't think he was coming back.
Yeah. I remember you said that. You said, man, this man he's attacking it effortlessly and ferociously all at the same time. Like, nobody works harder than him. So, yeah, that's good to see him back, man.
All right, let's take a break. We got more Rodger Saffold nice enough to come after the team meeting to Buffalo Wild Wings at Cool Springs. We will also pull the name of the winner of the Titans-Bengals tickets. We'll do that in the next segment, and that's a tough one to get. Stay tuned. This is 3HL.
I'm Ryan Kelly with thehomeloanexpert.com. If you're like most folks, you've probably been spending a lot of time in your house over the last year or two, and maybe it's ready for some home improvement projects, like a new stainless steel kitchen or a new bathroom. Is that pink tile on the bathroom walls kind of giving you a headache? Let's make these dream projects a reality. Mortgage rates are in the twos, home values are skyrocketing, and there's never been a better time for a cash-out refinance. Thehomeloanexpert.com.
4-5 The Zone. Appreciate everybody being out here in Buffalo Wild Wings. Look, Slay, we got standing room only at this place.
It's popping. It's on and popping.
I see a big man and a bunch of orange at the front door.
That's a real one, then. That's what you see.
Rodger Saffold sitting here. This is 3HL. Brent Doherty, Rod Slay. Don Davenport has the day off. Buffalo Wild Wings at Cool Springs. We're getting ready to give away the Bengals Titans tickets. We do have a winner pulled. We have that for you in just a second. Rodger Saffold with us. Busted a move over here, Young MC style. And we appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, no problem.
Tennessee plays Vanderbilt tonight in basketball over at Memorial Gym. Do you have an opinion about that game? Do you follow college basketball?
I haven't followed college basketball as much since, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago. It kind of got lost. But I mean, obviously, I'm gonna go with the Vols.
Look at that, Slay.
Saffold.
There
you go, OG.
I'm gonna go with the Vols.
I love it.
And you know what, my boy Chris, he actually played for Vanderbilt, so I know he's gonna be upset after he heard his radio show. But let's be real.
Hey, we've all got friends that played there, man. But,
Yeah.
I mean, they play tonight, 8 o'clock, late start. Looking forward to it. You can catch it right here on 104.5 The Zone. Titans Bengals tickets, that's a hard one to get.
This is.
I ain't gonna lie. That's why I think you see a bunch of people standing around here waiting to hear this name called, because our guy Rich did draw a name out of the box, and Ron Slay has it in his hand.
Oh. All right. The winner that will be attending the Titans versus the Bengals on Saturday at 3:30.
Look at him drawing it out. Saffold, is that fair?
Yeah, I like it. Just don't burn your fingers.
Yeah, this goes to the person with 2 first names, Chris Corey.
There he is.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Chris,
first names.
Chris has been sitting here the entire time that we have done the show today.
He so have. And guess what?
Totally right.
Rich tried to put the pressure on me and make me draw it. And I went all the way to the bottom of the box. So whoever that was first, since he was
there you
first,
go, Chris Corey. Congratulations. Hey, thanks for all y'all that came out here. It's going to be a fun Saturday, and I know you're looking forward to it, man, because people don't understand, maybe they do, how much of a grind the NFL regular season is, right? Mm-hmm. Like you're in such a week-to-week mode. You're still in that week-to-week mode, but there is a finish line out there.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a big trophy at that finish line.
Yep.
And as I was telling my kids the other day, who happens to be a senior, and we were talking about education, and I'm like, look, man, you see all these people running these races in the Olympics? They don't see the finish line and stop and start jogging. You run through that tape, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Run through the tape.
Absolutely. You got to run through it because, see, every team out there is trying not to have their last team meeting like maybe next year.
Yeah.
And the sad reality is that 31 teams are going to have that meeting. So, what are you going to do? There's no there's nothing out there where it's going to be like, oh, okay, you guys made it a long way. Yeah. I felt just as bad as I did losing the Super Bowl, as I did losing the AFC Championship, as I did losing the wild card game last year. So now that everybody understands how hard it is to get here, and those young guys got that experience last year, I really hope to see just great, dominant football played.
What do you see from the Bengals defense?
Oh, their defense, they're well disciplined. They're well disciplined. Poor Ogunjobi, man.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
I feel terrible. That guy's been playing his heart out, and he doesn't get a chance to continue to represent his team through this postseason. But they're going to put some huge guys on that defensive front. I'm talking about 350 plus.
Jeez.
So, it's a huge challenge. I know that their linebackers love to fly around.
30.
They got great safeties out there. I mean, this is just a well-disciplined defense.
Love it, man. We're obviously, everyone listening to this show is going to be watching or is going to be at the game.
Most definitely.
Supporting you guys in your all navy blue, which is the uniform this weekend. Thanks for coming out here, man.
Appreciate that, man.
We hope to have another Tuesday show next week in Hermitage.
Oh, absolutely, and I'll be on time for that one, for sure.
Rodger Saffold, everybody.
Give it up, Rodger Saffold!
3HL back at it tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Appreciate the participation. We gone.